The 100 Plus Club is a social club for centenarians. It's a club where the centenarians can get together, meet with their own peers and just talk about things in the past that only they would know about due to their age. It was started back in 1993 when one of our volunteers, Anne Kerr, who was working in the CVS programme, her resident was George Cartwright. George was 100 to 101, I think. And when Anne asked him on his birthday what he wanted to do, he said, "I'd really like to have morning tea with someone of my own age." So then we just started searching, looking for someone in his own age. It took us quite a while to do that because back then the 100-year-olds were wrapped in cotton wool by the staff and by their family. And when we approached a lot of them, a lot of the aged care homes to say, "Can we get this 100-year-old out for a morning tea with George?" they'd say, "She's 100, you know. You know she's 100. So that was how the club was actually founded. That was why the club was founded. Actually, the 100 Plus Club is not funded as such. The only support we get is from organisations and businesses like the Premier, who is our patron, puts on a function for us every Christmas. The Lord Mayor of Brisbane puts on a function for us every Christmas. We have a few other businesses around that do put functions on. That's the only support we get, apart from the staff of Queensland Community Care Network who give up their time voluntarily. The lack of funding was the main reason for the book being, or the idea of the book. We thought if we can get the book, or write a book about the 100 Plus Club, we could possibly sell it and then get some money in, which would enable us to expand our services, expand the 100 Plus Club. There's more 100-year-olds now living at home than there ever was. In the early years it was a case of ringing up the aged care homes and saying, "Do you have any centenarians? We have a club." Now it's a case of actually finding the 100-year-olds or the centenarians that are living at home. That was the main idea for the book. That was the main reason for the book. We also wanted to give some recognition to the centenarians for what they've done for the country, for what they can still do. It's amazing how much history they have got, history that we are losing as they pass on, and we just like to recognise that in them. The process of writing the book was we sent letters out to all our 100-year-olds, all our centenarians, all our members, asking them if they wanted to, what we were going to do, and asking them if they wanted to be part of the book. The ones that wrote back and said yes, or rang us up and said yes, they'd love to, we went out to their homes or wherever they were living at the time, sometimes 2 or 3 times, interviewed them, and the quotes and the stories they told us made up the book, and that's what the 100 Plus Club book is. What is the vision? What we'd like to do and what we can do are 2 different things, mainly due to funding, obviously. With the funding that we're looking at the moment, in this quest, the book will be about 21 by 21, which is that size. Sort of semi-hardcover book. Sort of semi-hardcover book. It's not soft cover, it's not thick hardcover like we really love but once again can't afford. It's sort of like a, as I said, semi-hardcover. A bit difficult to describe. But that's the size and the shape of the book. And actually that's what we're thinking of making the cover look like. So it's going to be like that. The cover's going to be that side, like that, back and front, which I think is quite good. About 200, 250, maybe 300 pages. Black and white inside, colour on the front and the back, just like that. We would like colour because a lot of photographs we get from the centenarians, not all of them, but a lot of them are either in colour or they're in sepia. And unfortunately, printers class sepia as a colour. So we're just going straight black and white with the money we've got at the moment. If we get more money than we're actually asking for at the moment and enough money to print it in colour, then we would love to go colour. If we're on the same token, if we get more money to do it in colour and also get a hardcover, then we'd love to do that as well. But at the moment, that's what we're looking at. We're asking for this particular project, we're asking for $11,000. That's what it's going to cost us to get it done the way we're looking at now. Obviously, the more we get, the better it will be, the more flash it will be, colour paper, colour inserts and hardcover. After talking to a number of printers, this is the quote that they've come up with. It's about $10,500 to get the book printed. The extra money we're looking for, the $600 or $700, whatever it is like a contingency. It's for any extra they come up with, like they don't like the cover, they want to change the cover. just anything extra that they actually want to put on us. We hope that publishing the book will achieve three things. Recognition, that's recognition for the centenarians that are in the book, the centenarians that are not in the book and just members of the club, and money. We're hoping that it will achieve a little bit of income for us, which will enable us to do a little bit more for the centenarians of the club, because at the moment we can't do a great deal because we're not funded. And number three is exposure. Exposure for the 100 Plus Club, exposure for the centenarians, which we are hoping could possibly lead to sponsorship with the 100 Plus Club or funding for the 100 Plus Club. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and I'd like to thank you in advance for considering the 100 Plus Club book as a possible funding. And don't forget to tell your friends.